So how do you go about making that big change? Joining me is the therapist Jacqueline Hurst from the Life class, who helps people make and, of course, stick to changes. Thanks for coming in. Now, what we just saw is a pretty extreme example, but what does it take to pursue something which perhaps has just long been a dream?
I really love the idea that we've all got dreams and we've all got something that we're really, really good at, except that sometimes we don't think that, we can really take that seriously. But I'm a believer that, of course, we can. A lot of this is about mindset, it's about attitude, and it's about belief in ourselves and having enough self-belief to go out there and grab the world with both hands.
And at this time of year, actually, it seems the opposite is the case. It's not about being positive and looking forward, it's about being negative. I ate too much, I didn't do enough exercise, I spent too much money. How important is the kind of the language that we use to talk about achievement important? How important is that?
Language is so important. How we're talking is ultimately what we're getting back. So if we're constantly in the negative, we're going to constantly be feeling negative, thinking negative, acting negative. When we learn to switch that and start to think more positively, when we think positively, we start to feel more positive, and in turn we start to act more positive. So I'm a big believer again that it all starts in the mind. It's about our mindset and it's about our attitude.
And everyone starts with good intentions, of course, but keeping those going and actually bringing them to reality and achieving something like we saw just then, I mean, that's completely different. How do you maintain the longevity of those aspirations?
It's really one day at a time. I think when we go into bite-sized chunks of big goals, we can get things done a lot better. So one day at a time is one of my favourite sayings. We can do anything for a day. And once we start to look at it that way, things feel a bit more achievable.
And is that the case also about how you work out what those goals might be? Because not everyone watching this will have that big dream. They don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, that can happen. And sometimes it's just little things. As long as we're being kind to ourselves and we're looking at the positive and we're looking at the things that we can do instead of the things we can't do, that's really going to really help us.
And just briefly, I mean, a lot of people also find it tricky just getting out of bed in the morning at this time of year. What's your advice to them?
I say go out there and grab life with both hands. We're very lucky to be alive.
OK, well, thanks very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.